16 and a half after 9 o'clock, and Copy Clutch continues. And we have Phil Mattison from Core Products International in our studio. And good morning, Phil. We're going to talk about backpack injuries.
Backpack injury. You know, the kids are heading back to school.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are wearing backpacks.
Oh, my goodness. I think every kid has a backpack.
I think so.
In fact, I know I've got several just for hunting alone.
Well, yeah, hunting, that's a whole nother story.
Absolutely.
But anyway, these backpacks, they haul school supplies and all kinds of stuff in that, so they're kind of necessary. So you got some interesting information about that.
Did you know over 24,000 kids a year are having back problems that are specifically related to their backpacks?
4,000?
That's a lot of kids, man.
Oh,
That's a lot of
mackerel, I guess.
In fact, chiropractors like Weidlich Chiropractic or Gossel Weidlich Chiropractic, they're treating kids every day.
Wow.
And one of the things they need is a backpackectomy.
A backpack.
Yeah, that's a FDA has a code for that, backpackectomy. You know, and the proper professional to perform a backpackectomy is probably mom.
Yeah, probably.
And so what happens is these kids are putting weight. You know, they've got tons of interests. So they put a lot of stuff in the backpack.
Yeah.
And we don't think about what they're doing. But let's take an example of this. So the studies indicate that kids should carry no more than about 15% of their body weight in their backpack.
Wow.
Well, to give you a perspective of that, 15% of my body weight is about 36 pounds.
Really?
Okay, so now what's that bag of softener salt that you buy at the grocery store? That's what, 30, that's 25, 40 pounds? 40 pounds, I think,
40
right?
pounds, yeah.
40 pounds? So you think about if I'm a child and I'm taking that 40-pound bag of softener salt, hefting it up over my shoulder and throwing it on my back and jumping on the bus and going to the playground, or worse yet, carrying it with just one strap on my shoulder.
Oh boy, yeah.
Well, that's quite a load, you know.
Yes, it is.
So now you take a small, and that's 15%.
Yeah.
Now imagine that I'm carrying 30%. Well, that's a 60-pound pack.
Oh.
You know, we talk about the kids in the Army carrying a 60-pound pack to train.
Yeah.
That's a heck of a load.
Yes,
well, so that's not unusual for a child to be heavily overweight. Let's take a first grade kid. 15% of his body weight, 7 to 8 pounds for a first grader, assuming he's somewhere in the neighborhood of 55 pounds, right?
Yeah.
That's a pretty light pack.
Yeah.
That's a pretty light pack. If you take a middle school kid, 110 pounds, he shouldn't be carrying more than about 15 pounds in his backpack.
Wow.
Well, it doesn't take long to get to 15 pounds.
Oh, no. No, a few textbooks alone will
And I
get
bet
up there
you'd
in a
be
hurry.
surprised if you took your favorite briefcase and weighed it.
Oh, yeah. I don't even want to think about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So how should you properly carry the backpack? First off, the backpack should have a nice wide shoulder strap.
Wide.
Nice wide shoulder strap, so you get that over a wide area. You should make sure that it's loaded properly. Loading the backpack so that the heaviest items are closest to the back and the lightest items are furthest from the back. So this is a lever, right? Just so the center of the lever, the fulcrum, is the spine. And as we load that backpack, if the heavier items are closer to the fulcrum or closer to the spine, you'll carry them better than you will if the heaviest items are on the outside of the backpack.
Sure.
So if your sweatshirt's on the inside and your heavy book is on the outside, you're putting dramatically more stress on the spine than you are if the book was to the inside. So teaching the kids how to load their backpack, heaviest items in close, tighten the backpack so the entire load is as close to the body as possible. And I think that'll make a big difference. The other thing we have at Core Products, and you can see our website at coreproducts.com, we have a lumbar support that can be attached to the bottom of any backpack. Now what this does is this allows some portion of the weight of the backpack to be transferred from the shoulders and onto the top of the hip.
Oh.
And so instead of the child having to slouch forward to carry the heavy backpack, they can stand more upright. It allows that some of that weight is actually resting on top of the hip in the small of the back.
Yeah.
And if the pack is loaded properly and pulled in tight and snug, they'll have a dramatically easier time. Of course, this all assumes that mom has helped with that backpackectomy and that she's reduced the weight of that pack and they're only carrying the essential items in the pack.
That would be the key thing, is essential items, because I'm sure they dump a lot of stuff in there that isn't really essential.
Well, and of course, the older and heavier that the kids get,
Oh,
they can carry a little more weight. But the older and heavier that the kids get, the amount of things that they're required to carry just to do their schoolwork alone
Yep.
increases.
Yeah, it sure
So they're
does.
going to carry bigger and more books.
I noticed a note here. You said this lumbar cushion is that something that that it takes a doctor or a chiropractor to prescribe, or can we just have one of
So
those?
you can buy that right off our website at coreproducts.com.
Okay.
You search lumbar cushion, or you can talk to the people at Gosso Wildlich Chiropractic or Chet Johnson Drug and ask them if they have the device that attaches to the backpack
Sure.
from Core Products. And it's just real simple. It straps onto the base of the backpack,
Okay.
and then it's adjustable, and so you can adjust how firm it is so it rides perfectly on the small of
All
the
right.
back, and it'll make a big difference.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing is making sure that we keep the backpacks light and think about that.
Is this lumbar cushion an expensive item?
No, this is a very inexpensive item, less than $20.
No kidding.
And it'll fit on from one backpack to the next. You know, as the kids grow, they're going to carry a different size backpack
Sure.
too, right?
But this will continue to grow with it.
That's right.
Wow.
And they can move it to something they're hunting with or using for sporting if they're going on a big trip.
Yeah.
You know, the other thing is if they have a backpack that has the straps around the waist, which you don't normally see in a book bag style
Yeah,
backpack.
that's true.
But in a backpacker's backpack, you would always have the strap that goes around the waist
Yeah.
and ties it into the hip so that you take some of that weight onto the hip and
Sure.
off of the shoulders. And you'll notice a backpacker that's carrying a serious heavy load is never walking slouched forward. They're
No.
always walking rather upright
Pretty upright.
because they've got that properly fitted.
Yep.